So today we are going to discuss men's style, fashion, what stuff we wear, our haircuts. I mean,
Rub it in.
where do these ideas
Rub
come
it
from?
in.
Right?
Rub what in?
I don't have hair.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
Right? This is what we're talking about?
Yeah, love the stash, by the way.
Yeah.
So, quick backdrop about your stash. Tell them why.
Okay.
why-
So the Minecraft movie is coming out.
What the hell's Minecraft?
It's a video game.
It's a
I
video
know,
game
but
that-
like, what is it?
It's like a blocky kind of look, like a retro style kind of game where you're building. Kids love just to zone out, and it's pretty peaceful.
Oh.
There's a movie coming out, and I saw Jack Black in it, and I looked in the mirror, I looked at my beard, and I looked like the main character of the Minecraft movie. So
So you went from Jack Black to a Portuguese pervert, or
Portuguese.
what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, you look like one of the dudes from Super Troopers,
Oh,
doesn't it?
yeah. So I don't know, something different
Cool.
style, right?
Well, I like your style, man. You are definitely a mishmash of a bunch of different
Something,
things.
yeah.
He's called urban homeless. No, it's,
Urban homeless. I like that. On page 7 of the catalog. Urban homeless. So, what inspires your urban homeless look?
Listeners,
Kelly, dude, I've known you a long time, and you.
I've been rocking the homeless for a while. So I don't know. It's comfortable, right? I mean,
It's a certain level of je ne give a fuck. It's right up there.
it's definitely not professional, right? I mean, I'm not dressed for a pro job here.
Do you own a suit or like a dress shirt? I've never seen you in anything dressed. I've seen you in a golf shirt before.
Yeah. Everything's outdated though. Like it's like they're so old. They're like they're like an old prom dress from the 70s.
He's got his beaver lumber shirt.
Powder blue.
whatever he gets from Wolco. He had the suit from Wolco.
His Wolco.
You must have a bunch of suits.
Me? I got two. Actually, I don't. I got two suits.
Yeah.
That's enough.
One's an older one. I still have my old. Wait, do I still have it? I think I still have my old wedding.
Do you?
Yeah. Actually, keep talking. I'm gonna bring up. I'm
Should
gonna
we
show
burn it? There's a fire pit out
you.
there.
Should we burn it? We could.
Watch the
Should we
ghosts
burn
come
it?
out.
I'm gonna
Like
show you. Just keep
Beetlejuice?
talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Do you own a bunch? Do you have,
I have.
Do you
a
need suits?
Suit. I have a suit. I got it for my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've worn it after that. Where would I have worn it? No. Haven't worn it.
Haven't worn? Why am I hearing like creaky doors?
I don't know. This place is kind of spooky sometimes.
Sounds like the start of a.
I
Thriller.
haven't worn. Okay, so I am going pretty strong now. I'm going to say since September. Let's go August. I haven't worn jeans since then, and I've worn 99%. I don't wear jeans.
Why?
I don't know. I just kind of said fuck it. I got Lululemon pants. They're nice. I wear them to like weddings, and I wore them to yeah. I wear sweats. That's it. Only wear sweats.
For work, you can wear.
No.
sweats?
I wear Carhartts.
Okay.
But like in my where's the suit? Did she take it?
No, I think it just dawned on me. I might have thrown it out, or it's.
He doesn't wear jeans.
I don't wear jeans. I wear sweats.
Oh, he's right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him in jeans.
You know what?
I probably last
You know, I think I got rid of. I think I might have thrown it out. I might have actually given it to my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law.
Oh,
Well, because I had the
she
dress.
gonna wear it? No. Oh.
I think it was like the dress and the suit were together, and I might be wrong, but like you can have it. Or I might have just threw out the suit altogether. I wasn't gonna put it on. Like I wasn't even like if I was just gonna come out with the jacket and be like, this is what it was. There's no way I was putting that on me. But what I wanted to show you is that the fashion, the style of the time.
Oh, do you have the coattails?
No, it wasn't coattails. No, but it was like
the
it was
penguin?
like a really really dark brown, like a chocolate brown.
What are those penguin tails that people?
Like a butler?
He's supposed to tap dance with it.
With the cane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the top hat. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Oh, hello, my
frog, the
ragtime
frog,
gal.
the frog wore that, yeah.
So when you, because you
Frog.
always, the majority of the time wear hoodies. Like, yeah, I noticed even in the summertime if it's warm, you'll like wear a hoodie. Why is that?
Okay, I need everything to have a zipper on it.
Nice.
I don't like that like photo style there
I like it because it's
Why?
full
because
through. I
it
can put.
affects the hair when you take it off.
But you what? You're usually wearing a shirt. What do you mean it affects the hair?
Like if you want to take off a
Oh
sweater,
yeah, just taking it off.
it
off the
just
top,
like then you have to go.
Oh yeah.
So bring a comb.
Like I guess I could.
Look, we're just talking about fashion. We're not talking about solutions here. This is not a solution show.
But yeah, this you could just kind of
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
No muss, no fuss to the cheveux.
The shiva. I like that.
By the way, maybe you should try the stretchy jeans. You might like that.
Where do you get them?
Costco.
Costco?
Yeah.
Holy. Okay, I'm decked out fully in Costco today. I just got these shoes for $20.
Well, let me see.
Nice.
Oh, those
Hurleys.
are really nice, man.
Yep. My sock. I didn't even think my socks. Hoodie, not the hat, but
Hey, did you guys used to read comic books and see?
Can you take a shoe off? Because
I just put them on yesterday. Look how light they are.
This is from Costco?
Yes.
We do like Costco.
The shoes I wore last also from Costco. It's
Really?
I've got probably 5 pairs from Costco.
I think everything you have on is from Costco except your hat because they don't have good hats.
exactly. No, they don't have hats.
Imagine if they got the hat market down pack too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask if you've ever seen an ad for Chuck Norris jeans. It used to be in comic books.
no.
Was it a Wrangler product?
It could have been. It probably was at the time.
For some reason, Chuck Norris and Wrangler is coming up.
And it was a stretch jean,
No.
but it was like the elastic was in the
so
crotch.
you can kick.
So you could
You
kick.
did freaking high kicks.
Nice.
You know Chuck Norris actually lives in a roundhouse?
What?
What?
But yeah, like so that's the
Stretchy jeans. Yeah, there's I've
lost
seen
weight
ads
too,
on
I
the internet for stretchy jeans. I don't know.
Well, I like the Costco. The problem with me is that I don't have a booty.
Me either.
No, I don't. So any jeans I wear,
do some lunges.
I work out my ass. I think genetically in my family we just do not like most men have like an inverse ass. It goes in, right? So like the most outside part of our booty is like almost touching our nutsack.
Like Hank
That's
Hill?
how bad it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hank Hill. That's what we look like.
Do
Don't
women-
have
Oh,
an
shit.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, we look like Hank Hill. It's brutal. So I mean, the fact that I got anything, that's hard work. Yeah, and like even just running like with the what is it, squats,
Romanian deadlifts.
Romanian
Is that from the Olympics?
Yeah. Oh no, it's like just like
no Romanian
straight leg, and you kind of just
yeah, that's reverse lunges or
no Romanian deadlift.
is it
Like you just hinge at the hips, I guess.
yeah, the one I do or wait the one I do a lot is like the when you kind of kneel but not forward, like you go backwards.
Oh,
And then forward.
reverse lunge.
Reverse lunge, that's it.
Yeah.
And I do that with some weights in my hand, and I do
Nice.
that to try to increase the volume in the booty, but
Yeah, you're Latino. Don't you guys all have booties?
not
Is that
not
Brazilians?
Chileans.
It
Yeah.
skipped a country.
Well, Chileans is a mix of like indigenous Nazis and there are
it's not a.
there's a few. I mean,
That's
a lot
different.
of them. Oh, and sorry, no. I guess in order would be Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. Portuguese are known for their booties, though, no? Or is that Brazilian? I think it's a European ass. They're not really known for their booties.
But they speak Portuguese.
The Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah, they speak Portuguese.
Do women care about this?
What?
Probably.
About guys like
Yeah, they do.
they do?
Yes, women care about women. We're gonna get into this again.
You're gonna be the most hated. Someone's gonna
It
come
doesn't
here.
matter what I say. Like on the last podcast, I was saying some stuff, and people were like, "We don't do this. We don't do that." Whatever.
Andreas speaks for everybody.
Yeah.
Vote Andreas.
Yeah.
Did we have a word of the day today?
Moniker. I don't even know why that just came to my mind.
Is that a word? Moniker?
Is that what you wear on your eye when you're like really rich?
Oh yeah, you play Monopoly.
Yeah.
That was a monocle.
Moniker.
Why wouldn't you just wear two? Why you wear one?
Like two of them that just fall
Well, no,
off?
I wear glasses. Why did they wear one? You
I
only
don't
want to
know.
see
Yeah,
out of one
I
eye.
want to know the history of it now.
And then two, you're always squinting with the one eye, so you're gonna get wrinkles or something. Figure it
Yeah,
out.
what is that? It seems inconvenient.
Yeah. Like, and how does it stay on your face? There's
Why
just a
wouldn't you wear
chain.
two?
There's just a chain. How did it stay in your eye?
Yeah. How does
It was a chain. It was like a jewelry chain. Like
Yeah.
a very fine.
Let me see. Yeah. You know?
Was it like just a baller move to do that?
So nothing you do fashion wise is it just straight out of convenience? Do you do anything you do
No.
to
I have
appeal
okay,
to the opposite sex?
so whatever one suit I have to go back to that weight every time I want to wear it.
And what weight was that, Kelly?
Man. Yeah, probably.
How many cheeseburgers ago?
Yeah, I have to probably work out to get into it.
You don't work out anymore, do you? Are we going running this year?
Yeah, I'll run.
Okay.
You run?
I was a little bit last year, but not to the extent of this. Like this guy was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
with
gonna go
weighted-
running this year.
Weighted vests and
I want to wear belly shirts and like Rocky, when that
yes.
really high shorts with high.
Oh
socks.
yeah, so you and me, I would be Apollo, obviously, because I'm darker than you,
Yeah.
and you would be
Yeah.
yo.
Short shorts, high socks,
Okay.
belly shirts.
Cons, like Converse,
Is that what they were wearing? Yeah,
like high tops.
Yeah.
You gotta wear high tops.
let's just wear that. And those
There
stretchy-
is no tomorrow.
those, yeah. Who was yelling that?
That was Apollo. There is no tomorrow.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. So everything you wear,
Yeah.
is just straight convenience. You don't give a flying rat's ass about what the ladies think.
I haven't bought new clothes for a long time.
And you know what? I think
Not
you're
new
pretty.
shirts?
What's that?
Not new T-shirts or anything.
Like
Like you buy a cool one that has like Super Mario on it. Or something?
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
he does,
yeah,
yeah.
every now and then. I used to, you know what? I used to do thrift, like go to like a thrift store and kind of look around for anything that was kind of goofy or whatever.
You dress like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, my style is pretty, yeah, yes.
You do.
Like a tween,
What's
what's a tween?
Let's
a teenager, and a wiener.
No,
So
let's go younger than an 11-year-old, because I don't think he had like
11.
because when you're going into your tweens,
Yeah.
you're now starting to venture into the, hey, I think I kind of like girls or boys, and then you start thinking about your fashion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you think about some of the kids in your family, like they're getting into that 12, whatever,
Yeah.
and now they're, you know what I mean? So he's 11,
Yeah.
hard 10.
Well, I bought a McDonald's Minecraft meal for the extra bonus toy.
Like the
Like
kids
for
meal?
your kids.
Nope, they're not allowed to touch it. I told them they can't open it.
So do you play the Minecraft?
Nope.
No, I've watched them play it, and
you play it?
no, my kids play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
On what? The
On a
Xbox?
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so he's just a big kid. So that's so.
I think we've actually talked about that.
Minecraft.
No, you're a big kid.
Well, he's a big kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he is, and that's why I love the guy, man. And you know what? That might be your sex appeal.
Ooh. Ladies go for the big
No,
kid.
that's what it is. He's just like this. He's just this.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say juvenile, but like your approach to things, you're like very carefree. Yeah, like this teddy bear, right? And I think a lot of women dig that.
he's harmless.
Are we all wearing sweats right now? No.
No, I'm
Okay.
wearing track.
You go like a
cargo.
Can those go into shorts?
Yeah,
Nice.
sweet. Hey,
Yeah.
Guess where I got them from?
Well, Costco.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no,
man,
you got
Costco
it.
is the best.
Bowden,
Yeah.
when you were rocking the hair,
Do you have any? Have you ever had hair?
what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying
I
to
was
picture
born with
what
hair.
you looked like.
Doogie Howser.
Oh God.
Like what was the last hairstyle before you had to hang it up?
I think.
Or you probably can you like if you,
split down the middle?
Shut up.
what do you mean?
Like it was like one of these?
Sort of, yeah.
Like-
sort of, yeah.
Like what?
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
it would have
telling
been like
you,
a Zach Morris.
Like cornrows?
No.
Zach Morris, like in the early episodes.
What? He was split down.
I think he had split like blonde hair right down.
I thought it was always just the coif.
No, that's when it got older. I think. Right?
Really?
I think he had, or maybe not, or maybe I'm thinking about somebody else.
I had hair like AC Slater. I had the Jerry curls. No, God, yeah, I guess normal. What's normal?
Like, what was the last? I'm trying to picture this.
Okay, so I started. Well, I didn't start. I got told by my friends. They're like, "Listen, give it up. We're gonna start shaving your head." I'm
Your
like,
friends were the one that.
yeah, because my
approached you?
buddies. Well, they weren't married at
He's
the time,
right.
but his girlfriend was a hair. She used to cut my hair, right?
Definitely was.
And then one day it was just like, "Okay, this isn't working anymore." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "We're gonna shave your head." I was 30, so yeah, 14 years ago.
Definitely right. It was not split down the middle. I'm thinking about another blonde kid. It might be one of the kids
Doogie
from.
Howser.
No, it might be one of the kids from Tool Time.
Oh yeah,
Or Home Improvement. Didn't
Yeah.
they have like the?
yeah. Well, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I don't mean to sound rude, but all you white boys look the same.
That
to
was
me.
your last. That was your last hairstyle.
Like when I was like something like that. I think
The Tool time.
I don't remember, dude.
Okay, was your friends being like
They were just being like supportive, not dicks.
they were like they were
They were
concerned?
like just concerned is a good word.
Where,
looking
okay,
out-
where was the?
Oh, it was just going back. Like, dude, it was packing up.
That's tough for dudes, man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's just like you accept it and then you just deal with it.
The pattern.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they say it comes from your mom's side. That is a load of shit.
You got it from the old man.
Oh, and his old man.
Oh, you just got
And
it from both sides.
possibly his. No, all males on the Foden side.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Didn't stand a chance.
Does it? Hang on a second. Does that come from? I heard
It's
it comes
supposed
from
the mom's side.
mom's dad. You look
Yes.
at right.
Yes.
Well, then I'm screwed because hold up.
No, we talked about this before. It comes from the mom's dad, but I just got screwed.
Because my grandpa, like, I never met him. He died before I was born, but the pictures that I saw, I think he was bald. And I think most of the men in no, you know what? I'm calling bullshit here because out of all the dudes in my family, I got hair, and I got that from my dad. Like, my dad's to the day still has a strong head of hair.
Yeah, so you're good.
It's not as thick as luscious as I'd like it. I'd like that type of hair. He's got some thick ass hair.
Are Portuguese, like the Portuguese, are they known to keep their hair? Or
It's a 50-50 split.
oh yeah, okay.
No, there's a lot more bald.
My dad's good. But yeah, it's the. I guess the
European.
rates are the same as any other.
It's European, man.
What?
Okay. So let's focus here. So you're you. What drives your style?
Like when I drive to Costco and I see something that I like.
I feel like
Or winners.
the way you dress is the same way some of the other dudes we hang out with. It's like you guys latched onto that when you were like late teens. It's like DC shoes,
Yeah,
kind of whatever,
exactly.
and then
Like
you're like,
skateboarders who
yeah,
don't
we're
grow
like
up.
never changing.
Never.
That's
That's
what
exactly
it
what
is.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And now that you can find this stuff at Costco and it's not $80 for a sweater, which I probably would pay, but now I don't have to. Just go to Costco. You get everything. You get brie cheese. You get a sweater. You get sweats. Apparently shoes for $20.
You're into the brie cheese. You keep bringing that up.
I
all
love
the time.
brie cheese.
There's no fitting room either, so
Nope.
are the sizes correct?
But
No.
you can take it back.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it
can
doesn't
take anything
matter.
back. But the thing with Costco is, as far as I don't know if it's the same for women's stuff. If you're a large and if you're a large of like Levi, and then you buy a large something else, it's like an extra large. Costco's clothing is for fat people.
Really?
Absolutely.
Like, really?
Mhm.
I get all my swim trunks from Costco too.
Do you ever try on the quick shirt over your shirt to see
No.
if it fits?
No.
That doesn't work.
I don't like doing it because
Hold
when you
it
take
up,
it off, all of a
take
sudden
a
you're
look.
showing your. You got it.
Everything. You got your
everyone
Or
looks
are
at-
you self-conscious?
Everyone
Like,
looks at your gut.
Yeah.
See if the,
Oh,
yeah. I'm super self-conscious. I don't like.
what?
Yeah, super. I don't like shit.
So-
Which is crazy because I'll run. I run down the highway without a shirt in the summertime, but that's
Do you get
strictly
honks?
that's strictly just to get the sun exposure.
Okay.
But when people are coming by,
You're already tanned.
I'm brown. No, but I like to get dark.
do you get it just for the look or for the health benefits?
What if you get skin cancer?
I'm not going to get skin cancer.
Okay.
I don't buy it. I really, really don't buy that shit. I don't know. And then I know so this is probably gonna flag and be like, you know what?
Oh,
Oh.
going against the grain.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't talk about climate.
Okay. I was gonna say, are we talking about vitamin D? What are we doing here?
I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I could be in the worst mood. I could be not feeling good, health, whatever. As soon as I start getting in the sun and the sun starts like pounding my skin for a couple days, I feel like $1 trillion, man. It's
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, whatever it is, but I genuinely feel like what's
Better.
it nuts? It's like sun. Superman's like he needs the sun to whatever.
Mm.
What?
I'm not. Yeah, that's like he recharges with the sunlight,
Really?
right?
Was that a movie? Was that Superman 4 that happened in? No. Who was supposed to block out the sun? And it was going to be kind of a problem.
Okay, well, I don't know, but so the point I'm trying to make is that the sun gives me energy.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me feel really good.
I,
You know what I heard? Is good?
And I get little patches of not too many nowadays, but little patches of psoriasis.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and usually by the end of summer, it's all gone. And then when it starts getting really cloudy, by like New Year's, Christmas, they start.
You should buy a tanning bed.
You ever try sunning your?
The cojones?
Mhm.
No, but I would.
I heard it's good for your testosterone.
Oh, really? What about male fertility?
Yeah, I think
I'd
it's
really like
outside
to have a
in.
kid, so I got to make sure I keep that.
Get some sun. Start jogging like without.
He's out.
Just throw my balls in the
Oh,
microwave.
right here. Yeah, exactly.
I need all that gamma and beta
Oh,
radiation,
my
baby.
God.
Teabag your microwave.
You bang my nuts right into the microwave.
Just close the door on them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, yeah. But as far as
Why am I picturing this right now? Okay, all right.
beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
How
That's a
long?
lot of time, bro.
Yeah. I put my nuts on popcorn.
Oh my god. Oh, the kernels.
I
Are
put,
red.
I put my nuts on popcorn. So yeah, I mean, as far as you dressed the same since the day
Yeah,
I met you.
I don't know. I don't buy a lot of new
Well,
clothes.
no, you are a little bit more. Don't give a fuck.
I don't have anywhere important to go, man.
Yeah.
Same here.
Right?
Yeah, for me, I guess. I don't know. I dress a lot of.
You have, like, with your line of work,
Mm.
like my work shirts are ripped. Sometimes I got glue on them. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I guess. Like you know me, I'll work in a contractor kind of model. Like I'll get
Oh.
right down. I'll get right down to my steel toes and jeans, and then I'll put on a suit for my real estate stuff, and then I'm wearing like athletic gear when I'm working out, and
Yeah.
then I guess just it's kind of overlapping. Everything's starting. You know what? I don't think I have a style. I'm just a crazy mishmash. It's just whatever the day tells me to do.
I'm ready for if there's ninjas coming out of nowhere to attack me, I'm always kind
That's
of
why
ready.
you got to be wearing sweats. And they got to have a back pocket for
The
your
ninjas?
wallet. No, this like sweats. And when you get in your car, your phone can't fall out of them. So
Yeah.
you got to kind of reenact that at the store.
Yeah, you do need good pockets where
You need it.
shit doesn't fall out.
Exactly.
That's the worst is jackets. Like when you get.
What kind of jacket? Like a winter jacket?
Mm.
They got a lot of pockets, inside pockets.
You guys keep all your old clothes, or do you keep going through like
God, I
cycle,
keep
toss them out?
Keep
My wife
everything.
keeps throwing my stuff out.
You got to, and you know what it is. I think us as dudes, unless you're like metrosexual or I mean,
I haven't heard that
Gay-
word in forever.
I know, but gay men are like when you want to talk about fashion, those fucking guys, they're dialed in. So if you have an old lady that's going to keep you on track and be like, hey, Kelly, there's 7 holes, time to go to it. And you're like, but I like that sweater.
Yeah. Every
need
now and then I'll get home. There'll be a garbage bag full of stuff. And I'm not allowed to look in it.
Oh,
And you know, yeah, don't even, yeah. So last year in particular, trying to do my thing. And I remember in the group message, I was like, hey, you know, I'm
this group?
like, yeah, you know, the group, like,
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting some shoes or whatever. Like
Okay.
one of our friends, I won't mention her name, but I'm like, hey, you know, I started sending her like, what do you think of are these stylish shorts? Are like, sure. Dude, I was lost. And she's a bit of a keeping up with the Joneses. Like
Oh, yeah.
we know what we're talking
yeah.
about. She's very, oh my God, how could you be wearing that? Right. So I'm like, hey, how does this look? And she'd be like, yeah, that's a good thumbs up. I'm like, all right, so I'll order it. I didn't really know, and then I ended up going to hang out with some family and friends, and the girls that were there. They're like, oh, you wear this, you got to wear that. And then what kind of cologne are you wearing? I'm like, I don't wear cologne. And they're like, and it's like the whole room gasped, like, you don't wear cologne? I'm like,
Cologne.
I've got the
Yeah.
same bottle now. So I remember buying it just before my nephew's first birthday.
was it CK1?
I never liked that
was
one.
that was universal, right? Like,
Everybody had a CK1.
What CK1?
Yeah,
What
Kevin.
about
Obsession.
Tommy Hilfiger?
That was more of a skater thing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Obsession was another one. And there was, I know, Jean-Paul Gaultier. Was it Jean-Paul Gaultier?
Was it
A lot
the
of
one-
dudes had that one
And
too.
it
Is that
looks
the one,
like
the
the body.
sailor?
It was the body. It was the
Yeah,
sailor
yeah.
body. Yeah.
Yes.
I had
Yeah.
a buddy that said that was nice.
Wow, we all smelled the same.
I like Lacoste.
Did we all smell the same?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have a bottle of Lacoste. It's really nice.
Is it the red on the bottom and then the clear on the top?
No, it's just all clear. I really like that one.
I have had this one now for 7 years.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
barely at
Wait a minute.
barely done.
Is Lacoste with the alligator?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, then it is Lacoste.
Yeah. Axe
What-
spray for me.
And I have a cologne that a buddy gave to me years ago. He actually gave when he came to visit, he gave me the men's version and he gave my ex-wife the female version.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite cologne. It has nothing to do with the attachment to that. I'm just saying, like, the smell. It's really nice.
I want to
Yeah.
start wearing cologne.
And I got a gift. I got a gift.
Cologne's expensive.
How much is a bottle of cologne now?
Yeah. What?
They're not cheap, man. Like, it's.
You want me to look it up? What kind?
I think something decent that you'd like would probably be running around the 150 mark.
Whoa.
Does it
Yeah,
last
dude,
forever?
that's nothing. The other day I heard there's like there's perfumes that are like $700.
We can still go get samples, right? Where they spray the paper and they wave the paper.
I think so.
Cologne. Is that 2 L's? Cologne.
I think it's don't spell it COLON.
COLOGNE.
Colon. Have you ever seen that online where they're like, the girls are like, oh, I really liked his. I love the smell. Like after he left, the smell of his colon on my pillow, whatever. And then you see,
Colon?
yeah, people just like,
Look at
How much?
yeah,
Yes,
it's that
with
Jean
John.
Paul Gaultier. It's $150. So yeah, it's. I think you're not getting anything brand name decent for less than $150.
Axe spray now. How much is that? About
Axe spray.
$7.
Is Axe still?
Oh God, I rock it hard. I
They
got
pushed
3 types
hard
of-
when. Remember when Spike TV first came out, and it was nonstop Axe commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Axe was the OGs, and then Old Spice started doing the do. Like they started doing like
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
I think Spice, Old Spice, kind of like, hey, this
Stepped
is working.
up.
Yeah, we need to get ridiculous. on this one.
Wow.
Axe spray's the bomb.
I'm completely lost as far as style and fashion goes. I think I just
Like brand names, I'm not very like
No.
now.
no brand names. I have no idea, but I do have good friends that kind of keep me in line, and I think overall,
Your friends are kind of a barometer. Like,
yeah. And you know,
they'll
what?
either they'll ridicule you. You mean like what happens?
Oh yeah, I will flat out be like, "That's remember when I was asking about the shoes?
Yeah,
So I went, "Hey,
I
like,
do remember this.
I'm like, I'm looking for running shoes, right? I'm like, or walking shoes, or whatever it was. I'm like, hey, this and that. Remember that one?
Yes.
And then I was like, this and that, and I posted a pair of shoes. I mean, they were like $100 something, and I got roasted. You can't wear those shoes. Those are old man shoes. Blah 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 blah. And this and that. I'm like, hey, like, whoa. And then one of our buddies steps in. He's like, Andreas, do whatever you want to do. He's like, what do you say? These bitches can say
Yeah.
whatever they want. And all of a sudden, I got quiet. I was like, all right.
Did
well,
you end up buying those shoes?
no, I didn't. I caved and I went and I got. Well, you know what? You know what? When I talked to our super athletic, tall friend, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna get into name. Like I asked him, like he's a really good guy in that. I mean, he's a good guy, but he's really helpful in that department. I'll be like, hey, dude, what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? He's like, hey, like if you want to go with it, just Nike, like a Nike, whatever. I'm like, done. I rip
Just
over to the.
stick
Yeah,
to
I
it.
go to the Nike store and I'm like, what do you think of this one? He's like, that should be a good one. He goes, I have this one. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll try this one.
Metcons, Nike Metcon.
Well, the ones I have are Nike Air something. They're for running.
They're for running. Yes,
Yeah,
running.
so-
Oh yeah. I don't like.
They're great. So, I mean, I primarily follow the advice of people that I know I get the gears from the ladies and it's coming from a genuine place. But just kind of knowing that I have no fucking idea what I'm doing kind of sucks because I don't really know. And I think obviously I have to step it up more because I'm in the single attracting people market, right?
So you gotta be a little bit more conscious about what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think when you get married and you guys,
Okay.
when you know I'm right, you can deny this if you want, but if dude, you're married, you got 3 kids.
Right, your wife's gonna just accept a lot of what you wear.
Well, that's it. But all of a sudden, you're like, "Hey, my wife just left me. Whatever."
Yeah.
I would. I don't think I could just.
I'll promise you something. The cheeseburger consumptions are gonna drop dramatically.
Depends. You can't just ditch cheeseburgers.
Well, he'd be calling me for advice on running shoes. He'd be like, "Hey, man, I got to get going here." You know what I mean? Like you got to step it up fashion wise. Imagine at my age, I was 42 years old, just got knocked through a divorce, and then like a year later, I'm like, I gotta
buy new Nikes.
Yeah, well, I'm back in the game right now. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
no idea.
How young should you dress when something like that happens? Like you don't want to look. You don't want to be like.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know. Like, what do I do? Do
You
I
wear,
do
like, a
I get
backwards
popcorn?
hat?
You
Do I
never
wear
Hans
popcorn hair? Do I do this? Like,
oh, what's the hair that all the kids
yeah,
have?
like, do I get the strap bag across? And be like, no, Andres, you
yeah.
can't do that. You have to be your age. I'm like,
Like how young? Like should dads look and dress like their kids ever?
No.
There should always be a different.
I'm gonna go dress as Spider-Man here.
no, I don't think. And you know what? I'm actually doing. It's really neat. I'm doing a trade show this weekend for a buddy of mine. It's sad. I'm doing helping out with a trade show, and you see the dads, moms showing up with their kids, and there's we have like a football kind of tossing thing.
Yeah.
And it's really neat because instinctively the kids show up and the dads are like, no, go, whatever. And a lot of the dads,
Yeah.
especially you can see the really confident ones are like, no, I don't want to throw it. Like it's, and then the kids will be like, yeah, dad, go ahead, do it. And he's like, okay. And he shows up and he's like the last one to throw and he starts pounding them in, right?
Yeah.
But you could see a lot of the kids, they're dressing exactly like their dad. They look
Kids are dressing
exactly, they're exactly like their dad. And then you look at the wife and you see that unit and you can be like, they're tight. Like that's, but the kids are emulating their father.
Well, okay, hang on a second. So they're dressing older, or the dads are just dressing young?
It's like they're meeting in the middle.
Yes.
They're
yes.
meeting in the middle.
Yeah, it's like they're meeting in the middle. Yeah, it's like he could be wearing like a nice
Carhartts. They're all wearing Carhartts.
or like a nice Columbia jacket with like blue jeans, and maybe he has like a black baseball cap, and then the kid will have like
similar
yeah,
Columbia hat.
like something like it. They look like.
Is this good?
Well, I think you know what I think. If your kids are emulating, I mean, obviously it's in particular boys, and a lot of it's really nice to see that family dynamic. But as for the boys, if you're emulate, I mean, they're going to emulate their father.
Okay, what are the moms doing?
We're not talking about women's fashion.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just saying like the boys,
Mm-hmm.
they're definitely doing that. And like I said, there's a meeting in the middle point.
Yeah.
Right. So what the point I was trying to make earlier is that I'm 42 now. I don't have any kids. I don't have any guidance or whatever. And I'm back and they're like, here, go.
You should dress like your cats.
Where do you get your like? Where do guys like get? Where do you get ideas from to if you want to look like? Where do you go to?
The mall.
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm just telling you this on top of my head.
I'm like, what?
Did they
Well,
still
like-
have men's magazines? Like
GQ.
Was it style or yeah, it was GQ magazine was for the dudes, right? And there was healthy man or
Men's fitness, men's health.
yeah.
Men's health had a
Men's health was more like a lot of it is nutrition and
yeah, and then it's like they got style and they got everything. It was like what is that? Okay, remember the magazine? You always have the broad on the front. You can put them together in the year and stuff or Maxim.
Yeah, yeah.
Maxim.
oh Maxim, yeah.
Yeah.
I never bought one of those.
I had tons.
I had tons.
Those.
Yeah, I never bought magazines at all. Actually,
Oh, really?
no. I used to buy like the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo ones.
I used to have.
I like the golf ones.
Yeah.
Did you have any girly ones?
Come
Come on, man, just say it.
No, as a kid, you would find them and you would just acquire them that way.
Oh, the porn ones.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I meant like 'cause we're talking like Maxim.
You were talking about like skin bags.
What, Teen Beats?
Couple of Jugs magazines under
Do they-
Kelly's
Yeah.
I want to dress like him. He's not wearing any clothes, Kelly.
What are we talking about?
I don't even know.
we just did. Yeah, we definitely
Men's
we did it again.
fashion. Yeah.
What are we?
We did it again.
Hmm.
Jay, we're just talking about. Wow, we really are lost. You know, talking about the last episode, it really goes to show when I was editing it, we have no fucking idea what we're doing as dudes, man. We don't. It seems like we're just like, get up,
Swinging it.
have your coffee or whatever it is you want to do, go to work, shut up. And I'm not saying women are telling us to do it. I'm just saying we're just kind of like wired that way. And I think men could just be completely content in their own little like world, just kind of doing their own little like you. If you're like every day, I'm just gonna dress like a bum. I don't care, but I'm golfing every day.
I got my golf clothes and I got my sweats and work clothes.
You know what I mean? And for you, it's
I don't know. Depending on. I mean, if I get maybe if I get a real job one day, I'll have to step it up.
Like, are you talking like in an office?
Yeah, I guess I would be forced to like change. Right. I mean,
Maybe.
even showing
I
up.
don't think I'd ever want to see you in a collared shirt. It would make me very uncomfortable. Yeah. Especially if you cut your hair and you clean up. Like, I would be very, very uncomfortable. I would not want to be around you, actually.
Wow.
No, it's just because it's the Kelly that I've never ever seen and I do not know. Actually, no, you were really clean shaven when I first met you. But you always had long hair.
Yeah, I mean that's more out of just laziness, not going to the barber or whatever you call them now. Are they hairstylists? Or are they? Who do we go to?
Well, I have a hairstylist now, but I mean, I was cutting my hair.
Your own hair.
Yeah.
You have a okay? You don't have
I had it. It wasn't the greatest, but I mean, I had it on lock, and then I have the clippers, and I would start with a certain
Size? Length?
what are they called? Guards.
Guards. Yeah.
Like a guard?
Nice.
I would start. I'd be okay. That's the size I want. Then I'd get a little higher and kind of like I literally go like half a size by half a size.
Just test the
just keep
waters?
going further up because I mean I'm pretty straight cut. It's pretty. I'm not gonna. Is this military?
Nah, I'd be too scared.
Well, dude, I fucked it up a lot of times. It took a lot of times before I got it right. But after a while, I was like, yeah, and I could do the whole haircut in like 15 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and then even like the hairs here, like I'd take scissors and just like
Oh, jeez.
yeah. It
Did
was
you do
actually-
any manscaping?
I do not want to talk about that. Well, no, I do.
Is it? Should we be doing that?
Yes. Well, unless look, at the end of the day, if you're married and your wife is attracted to you and you're getting play, just do what you're doing,
Okay.
right? But I
You guys should compare.
Oh, dude.
no, dude.
I'm
I
like,
just look at his beard. I just imagine it just connects and keeps.
it's just one. It's just it goes out to the inner.
It's like the Mississippi River.
It's like if I slap that rug on his chest, like poof. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it goes out to the knees.
it goes to the knee. It comes right back up the back and meets him on the shoulders.
You have a hairy back?
I do.
Think
No?
so.
You have a hairy back? Yeah, I got a couple like scatterers, but like right here. But I got my clippers. I shave.
Hmm.
I didn't. I don't even know why. I should not be talking about this right now. But
Perverts.
yeah,
Well, I don't know. Just don't know if that's something that.
you know what we should do? Just going back to the fact that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Pardon my language. I'm swearing a lot lately, but we don't. Yeah, who cares? Nobody watches this anyways. And we need to get we need to get 2 women on here. And you know what? I'm gonna
consensual.
yes, consensual. And I'm gonna try. If you guys have any ideas, we need to get 2 women that we would see ideologically, and I guess just behavior wise complete opposites, so that I would really like to get women's opinions on
Are
one.
you crying?
We'll sit them at the end of it. They'll just start.
Of course they're
bickering
gonna,
at each other.
yeah, of course they're gonna be sitting at the end.
What did you say?
Where's
No,
gonna be like Jerry Springer?
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. No, but I really do think it'd be beneficial to have
What's
some
the
ladies.
topic of the show?
We can call it women's emotions, and then we just hold on for dear life.
You just cower.
Someone's getting slapped.
There's a high likelihood it'll be you.
I won't even say a word.
Phone doesn't derail us the whole hour.
I barely said
Scared to
anything.
death to talk. But we should definitely get some women on here because I've talked to quite a few the last couple podcasts. A few dudes have reached out to me just saying, hey, this and that, and what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I'm like, dude, I have no idea, man. I'm like, you're asking me questions of the
You're a counselor.
of the fairer sex that I don't know if it's counseling, but they see that we have no idea what's going on,
No.
and they can relate to that and be like, hey, like
They don't know what's going on either.
they don't know what's going on.
So
And I think a lot of this stuff, we could definitely use some clearance, clarity and some guidance from the fairer sex. I think it would. So you know what? I'm gonna work on that. What do you guys think? We'll have two ladies on here. I would be a little happier if they were, or maybe we can have two versions of it. We'll have like two young ladies and two like older ladies.
Oh,
See, I have more experienced ladies. Well, no, I mean,
we'll get the Golden Girls on the show, and then
could you imagine the wealth of knowledge they would have? I just feel like if you had two Golden Girls, though, they would be so, like, they've seen it all. It would be such a battle-hardened response.
how old? You get some old lady-
65.
Okay.
Like we're talking like maybe our moms or something like that. Like maybe get two moms or like an aunt and a mom, and then two like younger moms, and then we can get like two like young like early 20s and get their perspectives and just see how, because that must be a crazy fluctuation.
I'm gonna need popcorn for that one.
I'm gonna need like a
You're gonna need a
One of
muzzle for
those-
that one.
80s hockey helmets with a cage over top.
But just like I love listening to old ladies talk, like just the shit that they talk about,
Like when
man.
you're standing in line, you're trying to pay, and they're telling some story. I'm like, move on. Like, jeez.
No, I know what you're talking about, those ones, but I mean,
Like the spicy ones that
if you're in a serious situation and you're talking and they're like, you know what, honey or sweetheart, like boom, 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 and they're like, I went like their life experiences, and they start talking, you're like, wow, like these ladies, they've gone through hell and back, right? Because I mean, we look at things and we can identify things, and I mean, we can't, because we can't seem to articulate anything that we feel or are thinking. We're really bad at that. Like that whole podcast is a complete shit show. But when you hear them talk about it, and just like it's very, very clear, concise, like, you know what I mean?
right.
You're like, wow, like these ladies have been through a lot too. And then you get older guys that have lived an entire life,
Like
a
been in the
whole
war.
life experience. And you're like, hey, how would you handle that? And you know what's the guy's answer? Be like, well, I don't know, maybe just go drink a couple beers and whatever. And they're like,
Yeah.
we don't fucking talk, man. I think that's not a good thing. I know that's how we're wired, but I don't think that's a good thing.
Just to bottle it up.
Well, I mean, most older men that I know, excluding my father, it's I think there's three types of dudes. There's dudes that just there's dudes that just stay quiet, and I mean, I think a lot of that in my mind we would classify that as like a strong dude, like a dude, which is wrong. I know that's wrong. We shouldn't be thinking like a guy that stays, that keeps it to himself or whatever, you know, because he's holding the fort. In my mind, I'm like, that's a good dude. And I think a lot of people have that perception, right? They'd be like, you know, he's there, he's on point all the time. But this guy could be bleeding inside, like brutally. So there's that guy. There's the guy that's figured his shit out and knows how to talk about things, right? And is still like, I would consider a really good guy. But now you're like, oh, this guy's a sage. Like this guy, like he's the guy you go to for all the advice. We all know there's a couple of dudes that you talk to and they just
More like a mentor type.
kind of, yeah, that's it, like a mentor, right? A good guy, but he's like he wants to pass on and help out. And then
Really?
there's
Have you ever had a mentor?
meant like a male. I think if I were to have a mentor, it'd be more female. It'd be my mom was. Well, yeah, actually, no, that's not true. Like my uncle was very influential in my life. He was kind of like a father figure to me. Yeah, he would. I would say he definitely advised me in a lot of critical. Yeah, maybe some critical decisions. I went to him, and he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't get it right all the time too. But
So, what? Who was? Sorry, who was this?
my uncle,
Your uncle.
yeah, uncle through marriage actually. So he's
Uncle-in-law.
uncle-in-law. Yeah,
You guys are still talking and stuff.
yeah. He's one of my best friends.
Cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. But I would say, as far as my main mentorship, would probably have come from my mother. So, and then there's a third dude that I don't know if you guys agree with me. Communicates, says like this, and this, and this, but it's very. There's no.
It's like a load of crap.
Yeah. It's like this, and this, and this, but there's no accountability. It's like it's everybody else's fault. It's this.
One-sided, right?
It's
The guy that blames the world.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's three types of guys. There's the guy that like vents.
I kind of clash with that personality.
Me too. And you know why? Because in our minds, whether it's conscious or subconscious, we see that person as like
It's always negative.
it's always negative. But what's going through your mind is like, dude, just shut up and suck it up.
Right.
Which is wrong. Which I'm trying to tell you is wrong. Dude, it is. I'm telling you, the guys that have been reaching out and talking to me, it's wrong. It's not fucking working. Like these guys are full blown like.
I mean, growing up, that's kind of what I was almost learned was like you just keep taking it,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is.
So what I'm saying here is that there's the three guys. We in our minds we kind of put is it pedestal? No, I guess we've set a standard for ourselves. Like it's the expectation is that you just shut up, you keep trucking along, and
Right. Walk it off.
I know, but is that healthy? No. Be honest. Do you genuinely think that's healthy?
Probably not.
Maybe. What if it depends on who you are? I mean, some people can handle some people.
Just take a beating.
No, I'm not saying what your pain threshold is.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you could do that or have some sort of ability to communicate effectively and like have somebody to talk to or whatever.
Well, in the end, it's always good to let it go somehow, right? Like some people, everyone has different ways to let that go, right?
Yeah. So out of the three,
Yeah.
it's always the first one that we say that's a really solid whatever, right? And then when we get to the point where it's the second guy who can articulate and communicate and bring people close to him and talk, all of a sudden that guy becomes a fucking sage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy
like this guy is like he's the oracle. No, he should just be a dude.
He tells you how to.
The Dos Equis guy.
Yeah, he's the Dos Equis guy. Like I don't normally
Would you dress like that?
the Dos.
Yeah.
The Dos. Why wouldn't he?
What the
He
shirt?
would actually look good. Yeah, but that's like a
But no tie.
you would look
kind
at
of
as
a loosened collar.
Yes.
you would look at as the Dos Equis guy.
If I had more money, maybe I would.
But you need to be a lot like wiser and more inspirational.
yeah, yes.
Not let me dress like Dos Equis. I'm gonna go home and play Nintendo
Tell
Switch.
people how to beat some game.
Yeah. You want to take the whistle in the third. I believe.
Yeah, the warp whistle.
Yeah.
I don't normally waste my evenings, but when I do,
Yeah. So
I play Nintendo Switch.
I need more life experience.
So that I guess that that was a bit of a tangent. But as far as if it comes down to communication, expressing ourselves, knowing what we're doing in relationships, we can't even figure out how to dress ourselves. We're just like, you know what I mean? It just gets. I mean, as far as fashion style goes, unless that's your thing, but. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong too. I feel like a lot of guys that are very, very focused on fashion are the third guy.
Third guy.
Oh, like low self-esteem.
Yeah, like it's like
The guy who complains.
yeah. I feel like if there's a guy that's very, very, very high on fashion,
Yeah.
something not right. Something not. I mean, and maybe it's right, but I'm thinking in my mind, as far as dudes go. He's not. There's something. It's something abnormal. I might be totally wrong. I might be
So
totally
chasing around the latest, greatest kind of look
Shirt.
or whatever is akin to like someone who's just. What do you mean? Like he's not.
wrong. Okay. So here's the thing. If you show up, there's the three. You get to all three of our garages. You go into my garage. You look in there. You got your typical stuff, right?
Like snowblower.
Yeah, you got your snowblower, your lawnmower, your this, maybe some power tools, and you got some hockey equipment hanging
Chainsaw.
up there.
There's a chainsaw up there.
Yeah, just whatever you're doing. Now imagine
Mm-hmm.
we all pull up and we have our garages are kind of the same. You have golf posters on the garage.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got golf posters in the garage. For me, I have, I don't know, maybe like Formula One. And then you have Zelda. Well, whatever. I mean, but you could walk in there and be like, whoa, this is weird. And then kind of look at everything else and be like, okay, this
This makes sense.
Now you show up to another guy's garage.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no snowblower, no whatever this. And you're like, how does this guy maintain this house?
Yes.
So, and he's got nothing. You're like, I wonder if this guy like pays to get everything done. And he's a young, healthy guy. First of all, in my mind, I'd be like, that's weird. He should be doing this stuff. He's a healthy young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You walk into the house. If a guy is doing this, there's a high likelihood in my mind that you're going to go into the house. And this is, I don't even know where this is coming from.
And he's got a new Pete coat. Are we talking about men's fashion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would think that guy is going to be like, there's probably 40 pairs of shoes. You know what I mean? Like, is really, really, is that guy wrapped right? I'm telling you, in my mind, no. There's something wrong. There's something wrong there, and it's not. And when I say wrong, this has nothing to do with sexual orientation at all. No, I'm just saying, like, if a guy, he could be as straight as an arrow. If he's doing that, there's like core things that are just like embedded in us that is not there. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to tell you is,
This guy's a huge pussy.
something's bizarre, right? And a lot of the guys that I know that are extremely metrosexual or like that like dress better than their girlfriends.
Those patterns are also kind of in that.
Yeah, and that guy, there's something going on there where like it's why do you have to like? I just think it's unnatural for a guy to have to be at that level of compete fashion wise. Actually, I
You think it's kind of a shallow thing to?
I think it's a massive insecurity thing.
Is it just not being like confident?
You can buy really nice sweats
Yeah, you can.
for under $30. That's my go-to.
Yeah. So as far as being comfortable in your skin, looks wise, Foden he's dialed in.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just a different day, different pair of sweats. And tank top season's coming up too. I still have some I got probably 13 years ago. Still wear them.
You guys don't do the beard stuff, do you?
I have a beard.
I mean, like the difference, like
Oh no.
I don't know. I got one buddy. He's really, we know who we're talking about. He's got an awesome beard.
Pretty sure he uses just for men, but that's fine.
He swears he does it, man. I called him.
He puts the shoe polish in his beard.
Oh, I asked him too. I'm like, do you? And he's like,
shoe polish?
no, wait, hold up. I asked him like,
Sick?
I joke about that. I'm like, are you not dyeing your beard? He's like, I never.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I never dyed my beard. I would just cut the grays out. I'm like, you got a lot now. He's like, yeah, because I'm not fucking cutting my grays out anymore. He's like, I have a kid now. Like, you see what I mean? Like, he got to the point. He was.
Have you ever? I don't remember if you used to rock a goatee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't have any facial hair right now because I have dark.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Struck a nerve.
Look, no, it's not that. It's not that. I'm admitting that I'm trying to look as youthful and as vibrant as I can
So a goatee would make
because
you look
I
old?
want. And I'm being honest.
Do you moisturize?
What do you mean moisturize?
You put anything in your skin?
I take a shower. I put like moisturizing cream on my. It's just like a vino. I don't get like high end.
You don't. Okay.
So can I finish this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like a goatee, and I if it's a not too long because this drives me nuts here. Yeah. I could maybe rock a beard. I'm not a big beard guy. I think it's way too douchey nowadays. Oh, you know what I mean? Not like our buddy, but like a lot of the hipsters and they'll wear that toque. Though they're
Okay.
well, you know what I mean. Like they have that.
Shots
They
fired.
won't be wearing those glasses.
Okay.
But they wore like a lumberjack kind of like, you know what I mean. We all know what I mean, right?
Right,
He's
right.
like your typical
Yes.
organic grass fed
Yes.
burger consumer. So for me, I'm trying to look in my age,
But still cool.
youthful looking. If I grow this,
Yeah.
it is a lot of white.
It ages you.
Oh
Okay.
fuck, man! It's there's a I know you guys can't tell, but there is a lot of gray in this face, and it's like gray, and poof, it stops right at the sideburns. Lucky as hell. There has never been a hair like dye that has touched this hair.
Cool.
So for almost 45 years old, I'm doing okay. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no handlebar mustache.
Well, did you do the facial hair ever? Like
I could do it. I could.
Like what do you mean?
like something, a mustache, a beard, like a
Like,
have you
yeah,
ever-
I usually have a beard.
sideburns.
Just whatever here. And then every week I just shave it and go back to
like, is that groomed?
yeah.
It is.
No,
eh?
it's like I cut it.
yeah.
Is that grooming?
Yeah.
Yeah. I cut it.
Yeah, but this is like, is it? Yeah. So this is groomed because I was going to say
It was longer last time and it gets gray too.
It
and
all
then
looks
just gets
pretty
crap from in there.
symmetrical.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like number one, just go.
Okay.
And then I'm
or
done.
even. Yeah.
That's it. It's very simple.
You just go all around.
Just boom, done. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Boom. Done. Exactly.
You know, my phone. I forgot to mention. You know when your phone tries to organize pictures.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like it's like a collage? Here's your.
And it
Yeah,
just comes
it's
up.
like a memories.
It could tell whose face. Like it can see your face in other pictures, and it goes, "Okay, this is you. This is you. This is you," and it organizes it.
You know what? I never realized that's what it was doing, but I know what you're talking about.
I downloaded a
Shit,
picture of
that's me.
Tom Selleck,
Yes.
and it asked me if that was me. I said yes. I took a screenshot of it too, where it says this.
Tom Selleck.
Tom
you
Selleck
ask
is
any older
awesome.
woman.
Yeah, they would definitely.
They were like, he was the hottest
Yes.
dude ever. Tom
He was a
Selleck.
stud.
Yes.
Now
Brad
now
Pitt
he's
didn't
ripping
have
off.
shit on
No.
Tom Selleck.
Now he's doing reverse mortgages, which I want to know about. Is he ripping people off?
I hope.
What?
I hope
He's doing
not.
like he's on a commercial, like pushing reverse mortgages.
I really,
and I don't
really
know
hope
enough about
not.
it to know if he's. Is that bad?
You know what? I don't think reverse mortgages are. You know what? At the end of the day, speaking, the economy, guys, if tomorrow, do you see what's happening in the economy?
The tariffs?
No, like the last 2 days in the markets was a fucking
Red.
bloodbath, man.
Okay, what happened?
Like the markets are crashing
In the States.
everywhere,
there's
globally.
lots of selling off. People
Yeah.
are selling off. Their
So,
assets.
and I've been reading just even recently this morning, they're like, if a lot of people are saying if there's another one like this on Monday, then it's going to be like Black Monday. It's going to be bad. Like it's going to be bad. Where like a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. A lot of things are going to start closing up.
Really?
Yeah. So hopefully
Like what?
it doesn't happen.
What career?
It's going to be everybody's going to
it's,
be affected.
it's almost
by it.
across all industries that are big. That's just
Yeah.
red. The whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole.
So what's happening is a lot of the unfortunate part. It is what it is that a lot of industry. You're a plumber, plumbing companies, home builders,
Yeah, they're just going to stop.
like everything. A lot of these companies they make money, but they run on credit.
Yeah.
And if there's enough of a pullback, because Citibank and Bank of America, there was a bit of a, I think there was a run on their banks on Friday. Like people are like, what the, like it's started. So if there's a run on the bank and liquidity, like the available cash starts getting pulled out or drawn,
Yeah.
banks go, they drop it. They're like, whoa, we can't lend anymore. And if you're this can happen. And this is what's happened in major financial crises before. The banks say, whoa, we can't lend anymore. And then the companies we work for, they're like, oh, like they didn't think this through. And we're like, we can't get any more credit. We kind of stopped. And then we're like, well, we're going to have to lay people off and just go into like skeleton mode. That's how that shit works. And so hopefully tomorrow everybody chills out. But sorry, man, I know I just flew off the handle there, but I think reverse mortgages have their place. I do think they're predatory. They do, because my understanding of it, and I don't know if you know what a reverse mortgage is.
No idea.
So if I was 70 or 80 years old and or sick, whatever, and I'm like, my house is paid, you could say, hey, I tell you what, we'll give you cash for your house valued at X amount. You can live there until the day you die. And they have numbers. They know the average span. So whatever. We're going to give you, but the problem is that when they give you the money, I think it's just enough to limp you along. Like you can, whatever it is. But when you die, they've stolen that house from you pretty much. Where, you know what I mean? They'll be like, hey,
okay.
yeah, because as senior citizens, what are they doing? They're not going out drinking, partying, whatever. They don't really spend a lot of money. Be like, oh, you need enough money just to make your payments on your Buick Regal. Like,
Nice.
like, you know, or I mean, not even Buick. They probably paid it off. So they don't need a lot. So they're like, here, we're going to do this. Don't worry about it. You can live in your house. You can pay the money will help you pay for your hydro, your this, your bills, your water bill. And then when the person croaks, instead of that house going to their family, all of a sudden the family's like, wait a minute, holy shit, because I have heard of this. So like, wait a minute, they pulled a reverse mortgage. They have no rights on that house right now. And where that house should have been like $500,000, they bought it for like $170,000. Totally predatory, man.
This is what Tom Selleck's doing in the commercials now.
Yeah. So, but there's a place for it. So for me, if I had no kids, no family, no whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'm just going to end up dying. It's going to go to an estate, or they're going to figure this out. Yeah, give me the $200,000. I'll do what I got to do, and then it is what it is. So I do think there's a place for it. Right?
Okay. So it's not okay.
Yeah. And my understanding is, I think it's like any industry. When they talk to the right people, they will explain that to me. Like, look, it is what it is, and they can be like, well, I can get more in the open market. Yeah, you can, but then you sell. You've been displaced. You don't have so. There is a benefit to it, but it is kind of highway robbery, and they're doing it on a demographic that are very vulnerable and susceptible to being taken advantage of, right? But I mean, if it's a $500,000 house and you know that's the market value, it's holding all day, every day, and to just walk away with like $175,000 payment, that's robbery, right?
Well,
and they'd be like, oh, but the spinoff was that we let them live there 11 years. I'm like, that's bullshit. Because when you negotiated that term, it could have been like, we're going to pay you at 175. This is my understanding. I think this is how it is. 175. Your house is worth 500 today. 10 years they die. That house is not worth it. They've made even more money. Yeah. Do you think that person gets the appreciated amount? I don't think so. Well, I might be totally wrong. If I'm wrong and somebody sees this, correct me. But I think that's how it works.
Let's call Tom Selleck.
And it.
Yeah, I'm glad you explained that. I've been wanting to ask you that. I saw the ad. I was like, what the heck is this?
I think it's extremely predatory.
Damn.
Yeah, like chip. They have like chip reverse home mortgages.
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball.
Oh, yeah. Well, boys, what do you think? Should we wrap her up? Because we clearly have no idea. Well, I mean, I don't think, you know what? I personally think we're three very, very good looking dudes.
My mom thinks so.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom thinks so. Well, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. One of my buddies, Pete, you know Pete from Toronto?
Yep.
He messaged me. This guy kills me. He's like, hey, bro. Hey, just out of the blue, he's like, hey, man, I'm having a great day. My mom called me Macho Man again. And she's this old Polish lady, right?
Good old mom.
And I can picture her. She's like, oh, you, because he works out. He's
You're
like,
Macho Man.
Yeah, she's like, oh, Macho Man.
Oh. So that
and he gets so jacked. He's like, yeah, and he's got like this big smiley face emoji. And I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like my mom, when she came here and she looked at me, and she's like, holy shit on this. She's like, you're looking really good. Like, you're looking really fit. I was like, damn right, Sam. Thanks, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom. Word.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but if it's something different when your mom's like, hey, that's my boy, is a good looking. And you know what?
Wait, did dads do the flip side? Will they, like, who will tell you?
No, a dad will be, a proper dad will be like,
here look, yeah.
Like, he'd be like, look, you're doing good. Yeah. You could do better. Keep going. Hit harder. Go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Who tells you when you're fat? Is it your mom or your dad?
It should be your mom.
Should be your mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Your dad should be like, you're being a loser. Let's go. And then he leads by example. He shows you. Like,
gotcha.
Don't just be like, you can't have that dad like, do this, do that, do that. Fucking get off your ass, show them and do it. Be like, this is how you do it. You have to lead by example. You have to. Because what I see with these little kids and little boys in particular, they emulate, they love their father figures. So they're going to do what you do. So if you smoke, there's a high likelihood they're going to smoke. If you drink, there's a high likelihood the kid's going to drink. Like, you need to watch what you're doing. And if you're abusive or yell at your wife or whatever, they're going to grow up being that way. So you got to watch what you're doing. And if you're going to be saying you got to do better, you got to do this, you better get off your ass and fucking lead by example, man. Just do it. You know what I mean? Because then you're full of shit. You're a hypocrite. You know what I mean? So that's the father's role. If you're getting fat, and your mom says, "Hey, you're." Moms,
You have an
please.
Italian mom now?
I was gonna be like, "Hey, man, don't." It may not be the. You know what? If your kid's fat, just call him fat. Hey, they're fat, so
Oh boy.
fat, so full of matzo. Boom, there you go.
Hey, wait, hang on a second. I got to ask you guys, do you have a particular point in time that you're embarrassed about style-wise? That you personally rocked?
Excluding last Wednesday,
That recent?
I'm embarrassed all the time, man.
What'd you wear?
I don't know. There's been times I'll go out and then realize I'm like wearing jeans with ridiculous looking shoes. I look like a duck, and then I'll look in the mirror.
Like
I'll walk.
fancy shoes?
No, I just like that. It just doesn't match, and I'll walk through the mirror, or I'll walk into through a store and be like, whatever. I'm already out.
Where were you?
Canadian Tire.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and that's where you take the
Who cares?
yeah. It's kind of like it's Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
I've done overalls with polka dot shirts.
Intentionally. Oh,
Back when,
yeah, but you were a little kid.
still embarrassing. Looking back, it's pretty cringe.
You know what, man? When I look at the way when my parents were together before the divorce, my mom, she dressed me well.
She did? Okay.
Oh yeah,
I used to,
and my dad was really cool because my dad would always comb his hair. He had the part here. You see it, and then you see a lot of my pictures when I was small. He had the part,
Yeah.
and then he would part my hair. So
The
we were
same.
kind of like match. But the thing is that I have curly hair. Well, my dad had curly hair too, but it was really short. But I have really, really curly hair. So my mom liked it longer, so it would like.
You had the wave.
But yeah, it was. But I was always dressed very well, like nice sweaters, nice shirt. I always ate very like It was great, man. You know what? My childhood is great. Oh, okay. We can't talk about this.
Randy River was my go-to.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Those necklaces.
So that's where I would get my stuff.
Yeah, Randy River.
Pretty-
Oh, guilty as charged myself.
Pretty cringe. Oh, you used to shop there too?
Well, like some, yeah, in what would it be? Late 90s?
Don't
Yeah,
they still sell Randy River stuff?
I think it's gone, man.
Like those
That
button-up shirts with the giant Hulk on them and
Argyle kind of.
superheroes. Yeah.
I used to rock a lot of the. I thought it was cool at the time. Was the Chip and Pepper?
What?
Is
It's
it-
so expensive now.
It is. It's
Yeah, they're back.
Yeah, but
it's
back with a
expensive,
vengeance.
right?
And there was Club Monaco and Mondetta.
Come on, Dad.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like Club Monaco was if you had money, and then Mondetta was like if you didn't have quite as much money as Club Monaco. Tired, buddy?
No,
No.
Mondetta's still around.
Well, we got sorry to do this, guys. We got to get packing. I got to get to that trade show.
I was late today, and I even acknowledged that we were starting earlier, but I forgot. My apologies.
No, it's all good. But yeah, I'm filling in for this trade show for a good buddy of mine. He owns a company, and one of his buddies, he's gone down. He's sick. Not sick. I mean, he's going through some stuff, and yeah, it's really shitty. And whatever. So it is what it is. We'll figure this out. Such a dude answer. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get better at this. But yeah. Well, we should get going, guys. I gotta get going. Again, sorry to rush you, boys.
No, it's
Yeah. Good show. We got nothing done. Perfect. I think we're back. We're back on target. I'm talking complete nonsense.
Oh, yay!
What's going on? Are we
Shit.
doing this?
I thought we were doing like a go team,
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
what
like
I thought.
that.
But then
Okay.
you had your hand
but
up
then I
like
pretended we were like, you know.
Yeah, but you went like
Yeah, you were like...
Well, first I would do like an Eiffel Tower kind of thing, and then
no, you were doing like a hail.
Yeah.
no.